South Carolina Senator and Senate Judiciary Committee ranking member Lindsey Graham. Senator, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is your reaction to those whistleblowers and this entire investigation into Hunter Biden and the Biden family's potential influence peddling?
Well, somebody's lying. I got a letter from Mr. Weiss, who's the U.S. attorney in charge of investigating Hunter Biden, saying that no one ever interfered in his investigation. D.C. U.S. attorney, California U.S. attorney never wanted to bring charges. Now you got the whistleblower saying, one of them, that on October the 7th, 2022, Mr. Weiss told FBI agents and investigators that he is no longer in control of who to prosecute, that the D.C. District Attorney, Mr. Graves, a contributor to Biden, decided not to bring felony charges in D.C., and Mr. Weiss told his investigators, FBI agents, that was not his call. He's no longer in charge of that part of the investigation, which runs contrary to what Mr. Weiss told me in the letter.
So, I mean, what is going on here? I mean, do you think that we do have this two-tiered system of justice?
Yeah. I think somebody's lying. Here's what I think the most likely outcome is, that the DOJ had their thumb on the scale, that these two people that came forward are telling the truth. It makes the most sense given the history of the DOJ. In light of everything we know about what they've done at DOJ and the FBI regarding Trump and Biden, doesn't this make sense? The dossier was told to us to be true. It wound up being a lie, the Steele dossier. The laptop was told to us to be, Russian information. It wound up being true. Yeah, do I believe these two guys? Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Weiss has a lot of explaining to do. Jim Jordan and Mr. Comer are doing a great job. I'm going to write another letter to Mr. Weiss. You need to come. You need to square this for me. I mean, one of the guys is saying that you told the investigators the decision not to prosecute was not yours.
Let me ask you, Senator, because there's a conversation underway in the House about impeachment of President Biden, potential impeachment articles of Merrick Garland. Is any of that going to fly in the Senate?
If you can prove that Joe Biden is lying about his relationship with Hunter Biden, this 1023 that Senator Grassley found, where there was an allegation recorded by the FBI that a Burisma gas official had tapes of him, Joe Biden, and Hunter Biden talking about transferring money.
Yeah, 17
tapes. If that
tapes.
is true, if that's true, then that destroys everything President Biden has said about his relationship. I don't know where this is going, but we need to keep looking. And the whistleblowers today blew a hole in the story being sold by DOJ and Mr. Weiss. Somebody is lying. I smell a rat.
Yeah.
We're not going to give up on this.
So what are you going to do in the Appropriations Committee? I mean, right now, the FBI wants $3.5 billion for a new headquarters. The Republicans in the House are saying, move the headquarters to Alabama. We're going to have the power of the purse. What can you do on the Senate Appropriations Committee to right the ship?
I don't think there's going to be any new money for an FBI headquarters, and I'd like to get it outside of D.C. At the end of the day, we're not going to pass a budget that gives money to the FBI to build a new headquarters. That's just not going to happen in this budget cycle. I've got nothing against the FBI agents who are out there defending us every day. God bless them. But the institution of the Department of Justice and leadership of the FBI, they have let us down. And what Jordan and Comer are doing is not crazy, it's rational. What's crazy is that nobody covers this story in the mainstream media.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy to me.
Well, I think it's absolutely stunning, the numbers that we're hearing about in terms of the amount of money that the Biden family may have taken in when you look at these bank records. But I know that your committee, the Senate Judiciary Committee, is going to vote on a code of ethics bill for the Supreme Court today. Tell me about that, Senator. What are you expecting?
Well, this is a continued effort by the liberals to destroy the Roberts Court. They've been trying to destroy Clarence Thomas's life. They've been declaring war on the court. Schumer went to the steps of the Supreme Court, threatened Gorsuch, and he threatened Kavanaugh if they overturn Roe v. Wade. Liberals want to create a code of ethics passed by the Congress that would basically take power away from the Supreme Court. A justice could not decide whether or not to recuse themselves if challenged. It would be a vote of other judges. The Supreme Court is created by the Constitution, and Congress is trying to micromanage the Supreme Court in this bill. This is a way to intimidate judges. We're going to stand up to it. We're going to fight this bill.
Yep.
This effort to destroy the Supreme Court by expanding it and packing it with a bunch of liberals, we're going to fight that. We're going to stand up for this conservative Supreme Court. It's going to be one hell of a fight.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that, to me, would be extreme, an extreme position to dismantle the Supreme Court. Senator, real quick, before you go, I know you heard from the president of Israel yesterday. Your takeaway?
Yeah. The support for Israel has never been stronger. AOC is an outlier. The state of Israel is our best friend, probably anywhere in the world. We're going to stand by Israel against Iran. I'm going to work with people to try to get Saudi Arabia and Israel to recognize each other. The speech was awesome. President Herzog delivered a very effective speech. I was proud to be in that chamber, proud to be a friend of Israel. God bless Israel. God bless the United States.
All right. Great to see you, Senator. Thanks very much. We're going to slip in a short break. And